2 does not equal 4 when it comes to your body, because your body is not a machine that can be predicted. It is fearfully and wonderfully made by God. It adjusts. It is smart. It'll tell you exactly what you need. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. I like to talk about things God's done in my life and what he's put on my heart. Chandler gave me 2 recommendations after watching my last video. He said that none of y'all want to see 15-minute long videos. He told me to shorten it down. He said that I needed to record my next video on my phone. So here we are. Today I would like to talk to you, and if you know me, you know that I had an eating disorder. I've been very open about that. Now that I am 1 year in the recovery process, weight restored, hormones balanced, and period back, I'm gonna share with you the 5 reasons why I decided to recover from my eating disorder. And I think it is a decision. You have to decide that you don't want to live with an eating disorder anymore. And that's only the beginning of a process. I said, I'm gonna give you the 5 reasons why. So the first and foremost reason why I decided to recover from my eating disorder was that food controlled my life. It says in the Bible that we should have no other gods before God. I made my eating an idol. I made food an idol. It wasn't the only idol on my heart, but it's a process. It's something I'm continually working to do, and that is I'm trying to be more like Jesus every day. And when people see me, I want them to see God. It was literally all I thought about throughout the day. When I was gonna eat next, what I was allowed to eat next, over exercising, destroying my body physically, all because, well, I'm trying to be a better athlete. You know, I need to lean down, I need to be in tip-top shape. You know, if you watched my basketball video, that I had this obsession with being in shape, and it caused me like a lot of anxiety for some reason, and it just really stressed me out. So I guess like my eating disorder kind of fueled that, because I felt like I had a sense of control. Number 2, I was so tired of feeling depressed. Stated simply, little caloric intake equals little production of hormone serotonin, which is our feel-good hormone. I remember at my lowest, I was roughly 5% body fat, which is very dangerously low. I was producing probably like no serotonin. I was never satisfied no matter how much I ate. I struggled with extreme depression, extreme anxiety, insomnia, because when you're starving yourself, basically, cortisol levels increase and you can't sleep at night, which causes a bunch of other problems. I thought I'd be happy once I reached a certain size, but trust me, I am 1,000 times happier, 50 pounds heavier. I'm not just saying that, it's a fact. Because when you are really low body fat or not eating enough, I know from experience, it is really hard to be mentally healthy, just based on some of the changes that take place within your hormones. Number 3, I had little to no physical, mental, or emotional energy. I love exercising, and that's always been a big part of my life because I really enjoy it, but I dreaded working out. My mind was like, no, you don't have energy to do that. My body was like not having it, but I continued to work out anyway because I was obsessive. I couldn't concentrate on my schoolwork. I had no desire to be social. I was hangry all the time. I didn't love people very well. I wasn't myself. I wasn't living life to the fullest. Reason number 4, restriction is never maintainable. Understanding this concept was something that really helped me start my eating disorder recovery process, but also maintain it. So something I've learned was that our bodies are created to maintain a certain set point weight range. I'll include some videos down below that do a much better job of explaining this theory than I could. So if you are interested or do want to know more, or if this is something you're struggling with, I highly encourage you to watch some of the videos that I've included below. Basically, our bodies work like a thermostat. Say your thermostat is set at 70 degrees. During the winter, you open your door overnight for whatever reason. Cold air fills your house. The thermostat will notice the difference in temperature and will try to raise the temperature by kicking on the heat. And our bodies do the same thing. Your body wants you to be healthy and thrive, which requires you to be in a certain healthy set point fat percentage weight range. Just pre-programmed in your brain. Your body knows how much body fat you have at any given time, and it sends signals to your brain to either increase or decrease certain hormones to get you back to where it wants you to be. So if you are restricting your caloric intake, such as not eating even when you're hungry, you're going to lose body fat temporarily. But if you lose too much body fat, your body will decrease your satiety hormone, which is also known as leptin. It will also decrease your metabolism to match the amount of energy that you're giving it. For example, let me give you a little analogy. Let's say I work at Walmart. Every day, Walmart gives me $200. Just go with me. Every day on my way home from Walmart, I decide to stop by the mall and spend my $200. In this analogy, I am living at home. I don't have to pay for anything. That's just basically money in my own pocket. Every day I go to work, get $200, spend it on my way home from work. All of a sudden, I get a pay cut and Walmart decides they're only gonna give me $100. For time, I'm not gonna continue to spend $200 at the mall when I'm only getting $100. Basically, if I continue to spend $200 when I only have $100, then I'm gonna start going into debt. I don't have to cut down, and every day when I go to the mall, I can only spend $100 now because that's all I'm getting. Our metabolism kind of works that way. Say you're burning 2,000 calories a day, which you don't know exactly how much you're burning. It depends on a day-to-day basis or whatever. Let's say you're burning 2,000 calories a day, and like you're giving your body 2,000 calories a day, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, you decided in your head that I'm only gonna eat 1,000 calories a day because I'm trying to lose weight. Over time, you will lose weight temporarily. Your body's gonna be like, hold up, I'm only getting 1,000 calories a day. Your girl's probably in a famine, doesn't have access to food, slow down her metabolism to match what I'm getting. So if I'm getting 1,000 calories a day, I'm not gonna be burning and doing all this extra stuff. Start burning the bare minimum. I'm trying to make her survive. This is why you see a lot of people who have been dieting for a while, and when they start, it works. They lose a lot of weight. And then over time, they kind of plateau because the metabolism is dropping to match the amount of calories it's getting. In the same way, your body doesn't necessarily want to be above its set point range either. So like over holiday season, you're probably gonna eat more than what you typically would, probably more than what you need, because food is good, family is present, and that's completely okay. You should give yourself the freedom to do that. A normal eater won't gain weight after a week of vacation, even if they do overeat for like a week, because their bodies will adjust naturally without them having to do anything. They just listen to their bodies. So their metabolisms will probably increase to burn off anything extra. They'll probably just feel more active, like they wanna go like work out or like wanna go walk around or dance or like just do anything to kind of burn off that extra energy. They'll probably just feel really satisfied, really content. They will eat less without trying, just by listening to their bodies. They'll naturally eat less. Also, dieting messes with our psychology. It's easy to fall into a restrict binge cycle when we think of food as either good or bad. And this cycle is often what causes us to overshoot our set point range. Because first we restrict, then we binge and eat way more food than what we need, way more food than what we would have eaten in the first place. A lot of times people just need to stop dieting so they can stop binging, and then they'll just return to their normal weight. Other times, some people may need to just include more whole, God-made foods into their diet. Because if you're only eating ice cream, cookies, fries, pizza, if you never ever eat a vegetable, saying like, if you don't even include any whole foods into your diet at all, like if you're just eating highly processed foods, which aren't bad, like you have to remove the food labels, they're a part of a healthy diet. But if that's literally all you eat and you don't eat anything else, first, like your health is going to be compromised. you probably won't have a lot of energy. You're not going to feel your best. You're likely going to end up down the road over your set point range, if not already, because these high palatable foods are addictive, kind of like a drug. It's really easy to overeat because they're very high in calories, but you don't feel super full when you eat them. You're including a wide variety of foods, listening to your body, not doing anything extreme, getting rid of the food labels, not restricting, not binging, you'll most likely stay in your healthy set point body fat weight range your whole life without trying. And last reason, number 5, that I decided to recover from my eating disorder, my body is smart and I can trust it. God basically told me to stop letting food control me. The Bible verse that continued to, I guess, like he used to convict me of was, eat or else the journey will be too much for you. Also continued to remind me that my body's a temple and I've been made fearfully and wonderfully. Basically, I had to learn not to listen to what other people said was good for me or how much I should be eating. I had to start listening to my body. Like, what is my body telling me to eat, and when is it telling me to eat? What foods make me feel good? What foods don't make me feel good? 2 + 2 does not equal 4 when it comes to your body, because your body is not a machine that can be predicted. It is fearfully and wonderfully made by God. It adjusts. It is smart. It'll tell you exactly what you need as you relearn to listen to it. And I say relearn because if you're like me and you're coming from an eating disorder or a past of disordered eating, you do have to learn to listen to your body again, like you did when you were a kid. It was this girl, Audra, on Instagram, who says it the best. She's like, how you eat should basically be how you go to the bathroom. Don't track how many times you pee during the day. You just, if you have to pee, you pee. You aren't going to hold your pee because you're like, well, I just peed 30 minutes ago. I shouldn't have to pee again. You go to the bathroom when you have to go. Like, it's not super complicated. You just listen and you do it. Some days is different than others. You might have to pee a lot one day and not a lot one day. And you don't really overthink it. You just do. Caloric needs differ day to day based on if you're a woman, your time of the month, or just if you're an athlete, how active you are. Something that really helped me is like, you don't have to make sense of it. Or like, well, why am I eating this much? Like, surely this is too much. Why am I still hungry when I just had lunch? You don't have to try to make sense of it. You don't need to figure out why you're hungrier one day than another day. These are the 5 reasons why I decided that I didn't want food rules anymore. I didn't want to restrict anymore. And I just wanted to start the process of listening to my body. And if you want, let me know, and I can make a whole nother video about what that whole process looked like. Like I said, I'm a year in now, and it definitely has been a process. And I can like go into more in depth about all of that if you want, if you're interested, but just let me know. Bonus tip, buy clothes that fit. Don't be going around in all these clothes that are way too tight for you, that you don't feel comfortable in. These pants are from Charlotte Russe. I just got them. I like them because they're bright, but they're also big and comfortable and baggy. And then this jacket is from New York & Company. Look at the zipper. That's just my random tip. Buy clothes that fit you. Drop a comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at SidShelt0. You know me, you can text me. Either way, give me a thumbs up because that's super helpful. And I will see you in my next video.